Hey, I'm making this video for Adorable Bean, and the goal for today is to get all the stuff to cook jambalaya. And hopefully, I need to check how much money I've got first, so let me do that. Okay, so we're gonna go in, we're gonna buy the stuff for jambalaya on a budget of $27.64. Pardon me, excuse me. Alright, so jambalaya stuff's pretty simple. I also need to get some oil, so normally I like to put a bunch of different crispy, longer and wise. Oh, here we go. So, it's the jambalaya mix. I think it says $1.09. Don't know, but need this. $1.09. So, probably at about $1.17. Sorry, ma'am, excuse me. All right, now I'm gonna get some olive oil. Olive oil is probably going to be one of the most expensive things. Coffee, kitchen, candy, baking, oils. Here we go. I'm going to do this. Not what I usually like, but it'll do the trick. So now we're about at $6. So right now what I'm worried about is the shrimp. So let's see, where's the shrimp? Let's see, popcorn chicken, honey barbecue. Here we go. Okay, cool. So we got Fremont USA Gulf shrimp. I like to get them raw, peeled, and detailed, deveined. So I like these. So $5. So I think, let's see, it's call that $2, call that $5. So I think we're at $11. Okay. Now I get boneless, skinless chicken thighs. 17, so we're at $17. So now what I need is the Polish kielbasa. And if I can get the Polish kielbasa, this will have all been under the budget of $27. This stuff feeds me typically for about 4 days. Ooh, $3. So get this for $3. And the nice thing is also I'm only going to use 2 chicken breasts for the jambalaya. So that's still what looks like at least 4 chicken thighs. 4 chicken thighs that I can cook with other things. Like I've already got rice and such at home. So I'm going to go check out and we're going to see. Let's see my horns. Yep. Don't want you to think that I ever go out without my tail. All right, so I'm going to do this and I will show the cooking here in a bit. Okay, and so for the adorable bean, just some puppies. Yep, see, she's showing off. All right, so I'm about to cook. So I'm just gonna like put these together in segments. So I got the Polish kielbasa, and I've got the skinless, boneless chicken thighs. So I'm gonna use 2 of these, about half of this, and I'm gonna use about half a bag of shrimp. So I'm gonna cut these up and we'll come right back. Okay, as you can see, everything is now chopped up. That was just half the Polish kielbasa and 2 thighs. Now you can use chicken breast, but I like thighs because especially when you're on a budget, it's just cheaper. And I just cut them up into thin slices, but You know, see, you can see where I just cut that lengthwise, and then I cut that in half. So now I need, where is it? Oh, yeah. So now I'm just going to put this on medium heat, and I'm going to, now normally what I would do is I'd take a little bit of olive oil and put it in there and let it squish around, but I'm out of olive oil. So, and olive oil costs $9. I mean, it's good, but and the olive oil cooking spray only cost like $2. So I'm going to go ahead and let that heat up. And all right, so for the jambalaya, come over here, and its instructions are written on the side of the box. And honestly, I can't read it through the phone, but I know it's 2 cups of water. Let's see. Ooh, my bad. 3 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 pound of meat. Oh, that's microwave. All right, never mind. Let's see, stovetop. 2.5 quarts of water, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I don't do vegetable oil. And heat to boiling. So, you got cups here. And I love this saucepan. I don't even know if it's a saucepan, but my grandfather passed away, and I was like, I think one of the only relatives of his who wanted all his cooking stuff. Everybody else wanted his guns and his welding stuff, but this, I love this ceramic. It's microwave safe, or I think it's microwave safe. I don't know, I've never actually tried it. I don't own a microwave. I don't want a microwave. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started, mostly because I'm lazy and I'm impatient. Okay, that's starting to heat up. So I'm going to give that a few minutes. And then first I'm going to add the shrimp. Let that go for a little while. It's because the shrimp, you really want to make sure the shrimp is cooked. So doing that, and I'll be back. Okay, I think that'll do it. So typically I just eyeball it, and I put about half the bag in there. And then you can save the rest for either more jambalaya, or if you want to get like spaghetti with spaghetti and Alfredo sauce. Shrimp is amazing. Remember, I think those shrimp only cost about $4. And this chocolate, which I really shouldn't be eating, cost $1.30. So I'm going to let this cook. Where's my wooden spoon? Ooh, here it is. I'm going to keep knocking these around. You got to be careful because the water on the shrimp will get in the oil and it'll pop. But I'm going to let these go until they're just a little bit pink. And this water is heating up, but I don't have it like go to super boil yet. So I went ahead and turned the heat up because all the water has now melted, and I want this moisture gone before I put everything else in. Okay, so now you can see the shrimp are kind of turning pinkish. We don't want them to go too pink because we're going to boil them in the jambalaya. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the other stuff, which is kind of fun one-handed. Normally I would scrape this off with a knife. I'm actually kind of pedantic. I hate waste. Alright, so now we got all that in there. So I'm going to mix it all together. You can see most of the water disappeared. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the temperature up just a little bit because it's got to heat up this stuff here. This stuff is starting to smoke, which is good, or steam, pardon me. Alright. Alright, I'm going to cook this probably for about, not too long. I honestly don't usually use a timer. I just kind of look at it because at the stuff that you don't have to worry about too much is the sausage. Me and the dogs had a couple of pieces of these guys. I just like to cook them because it just makes it taste good. So the things you mostly want to worry about are the shrimp, which you can see them already starting to get a little pink. The chicken, you want it at least starting to turn white. And I will be back when it's ready. So now you need to come stir this every now and then. I kind of noticed it's not simmering like I would like. So I turned up the temperature just a bit. I should have let it get a little bit hotter, so when you're doing your initial, let it boil a little bit more. Probably cranked it up just a little bit too high, because when I came to stir it, it was like really boiling, and we don't want it to be really boiling. Although, it smells good, and I think it looks really good. So, okay, so my alarm just went off, and voila! Looks pretty good. Yep, all the water is evaporated, so I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. Oh, there we go. I'm going to let this, turn this off. I like to let it sit out in the open because I kind of like my rice kind of dry. So I'm going to let everything boil off. And so I cooked this. So I think this cost me, I was still able to get the candy bar and I got myself a loaf of bread. This whole cost me about 24 bucks. And this will last me about 3 days. My dog is insane. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to make you any more, I will. I'll talk to you later. Moo!